Hey, we get it. We get it. We back. We back. Hey, we get it. We get it. What we back. We back. Well, we back. We back. Yeah, you see it. We back. You see it. We back. You see it. We back. Yeah, yeah. Uh, 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 uh. Hey, yo. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of Ta1k podcast. And on this podcast, we spell talk with the one instead of an L because on this podcast, we always keep it 100. All right, let's go today. Welcome again, everybody. Episode 6. Very excited always. I'll be honest, confession to start off the podcast. When I started off, one of my goals was to do 10 episodes, and then after the 10 episodes, I want to see how I feel. Do I want to continue to do it? Do I like it? Do I feel like I'm having the positive impact on the people for this podcast? You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing starting out, and I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Episode 6, I am way more excited and more happy doing this episode than I was doing the first one. And not because I really didn't know what, I ain't gonna say I didn't know what I was doing, but more of like, I'm having fun. I'm gaining knowledge, and I'm having fun doing it every day, day by day. And it's cool, man, making the videos, doing all this. Thank you, everybody, to this pin that has been commenting, that's been participating, that's been liking the videos on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok. We're officially on TikTok. After last week's episode, episode 5, I went ahead and made a TikTok for Ta1k podcast. Everybody go follow all social medias. It's going to be Ta1k podcast on everything. TikTok, Facebook. I haven't made a Facebook yet, but TikTok for sure. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Okay, so or X. Sorry, I don't know. Is that offensive to say Twitter now to X? I need a clear explanation. I need a clear thing. Like, so if I say, because I'm so used to saying Twitter, so am I disrespecting X by saying Twitter, or does people still say Twitter? You know what? Hey, Elon, I need the answer, baby. Tell me the answer, please. But yeah, kicking off the show today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 6. Like I said a second ago, I am excited. I'm excited every episode, man. I'm learning something new. I get to do what I love to do, which is talk and entertain. And so today we're gonna talk about quite a bit today. So let's get started, okay? One of our main topic for today is gonna be manifesting and producing. So we start to get into let's get into manifesting, which is cool because like I started off by saying my goal was to have 10 episodes, and after those 10 episodes, check where I'm at, right? But that's really part of manifesting. Like, manifest, if for people that don't know, when you manifest, like you speak it into existence. But not only speak into existence, you have to produce. Okay, in order for that to come. All right, so it's a lot of people that I've seen do the manifest method. Like a lot of people, especially on TikTok. Shout out to my guy Woke Dev. He preaches manifest a lot. Like a lot of times when I seen him and we met before, it's like he always tell me like, hey man, manifest, man, just manifest it. Whatever you think that's going to happen, whatever you want to happen, speak it into existence, make it happen, and keep working until you go get it happen, or till you get it happening. And so that's good for me because like you need some encouraging words and motivation like that, because I mean, being honest, not everybody is for you. Especially, you'll be surprised the ones that look like you is most ones that it's not for you. But for somebody who looks like me and been teaching me to manifest, and is younger than me, which is crazy, but teaching me to manifest and produce, and that's what I've been doing. But yeah, manifesting and producing. Like I said, man, me doing this podcast was my manifest, and now I'm producing and trying to get to a better, bigger and better place. And so when doing that within your life, you need to know how to manifest. Like, it's not just about speaking into existence and making it happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, speak realistic events that can happen. Speak those into existence. Okay, don't just speak like, oh, I'm going to have a BMW 3 months. Like I seen somebody else do it, so I'm going to do it. I mean, you can, But sometimes it don't work like that. Okay, so you get motivation from other people, and that's cool. But make your own manifestation for yourself, not just, oh, I seen somebody on YouTube get a BMW in 3 months. I'm gonna do the same steps they did, and I'm gonna do it. Maybe those steps they're not gonna work for you. Okay, so when you manifesting, please make it be realistic. And so with all that, you have to dream it, you have to talk it, and then you have to live it. Okay, so when you dream it and then when you talk it, it's living it comes easy because that's what you dreamed about, and that's what you talked about, and that's what you produced for yourself to go forward to then live it. And so I'm very proud of you, Woke Dev, man. You keep going, you keep striving. Going to have you on the pod soon, man. For people that don't know, go follow Woke Dev. Woke Dev is a you might as well say a preacher, man. That man is an inspirational speaker, influencer, sometimes conspiracy theorist. And I love conspiracy theories. Talk about whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? We really have deep conversations whenever we talk. And there'd be some cool, deep conversations. But yeah, shout out to you, man. But yeah, manifesting and producing, dream it, talk it, live it. Do it to the best of your ability. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very hard, because actually producing is that's kind of the hardest thing when it comes to trying to manifest, is producing, because it's days like today. It's days that you go through stuff and you're doing stuff, and then, like, you know, you're excited at first. Like, I was excited, of course, my first episode, I was excited doing it. But now, really, to be honest, I'm starting to get into my nitty gritty, which is, I'm on episode 6. You know what I mean? So, I don't find it hard to produce. Sometimes I find it hard to, like, okay, why do I really need to film this today? Do I really? Because today, I even felt it today. Had to work all day today. And, you know, I had some stuff. Got to go hang out with some family. Had to go hang out with some family not too long ago before this. Like a kind of a little late night, but at the same time, man, you got to do what you got to do, and you got to produce. But yeah, manifesting and producing, man. Always, whatever you guys have in your mind to do and you want to do that shit. Okay, dream it, talk it, then live it. That's all it takes. And then you'll look back at the end of the day and look at that road that you just took on, and you will be very happy with yourself. Not only happy with yourself, happy with the life that you're going to be living. Okay, so I know life is kicking your motherfucking ass. It's kicking mine. It's kicking everybody. Okay, but guess what? God has gave us the ability to wake up and defeat life again. Okay, or whoever. I don't want to get into that. Or whoever you believe in, like, they gave you life, and so keep striving, keep pushing. Dream it, talk it, live it. And speaking of dreaming it and talking it, can somebody tell me, is the Drake and Kendrick beef over? Is that done? Yeah, no, nobody. Is that done? No, I don't know. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I don't really care about beef. Beef can suck it. Beef can suck it. But no, like, I hate when people beefing, because it's really for no reason. But Drake and Kendrick, I ain't gonna lie, y'all putting out some bangers out there. So I'm listening, and I'm over here. I ain't gonna lie, I don't like beef, but I will be the first motherfucker in the background when some beef going on. Like, ooh, like, I'm gonna be a little instigator. Look, you wasted my time with this beef. I'm gonna start some shit. I gotta get some entertainment going. But somebody tell me, first of all, who do y'all think is winning this Drake and Kendrick beef? Like, I ain't gonna lie, Kendrick was putting out song after song, and they was some bangers. That They Not Like Us song, man, to this day, I be lit. That's a regular song for me. And then Drake dropping, what was it? Was it? I can't remember that one song he put out, but that shit was a bang. Mostly all their songs are bangers. Even without the beef songs, all the songs are bangers. But Drake has been known to put out some catchy beef songs. Like, What was this song? Back to Back? Back to Back was super lit. That was a diss song, and we over here playing it in the club. That's how this is. I think Kendrick pulled that reverse card on Drake by having a banger that's played in the club. Because this not like They Not Like Us is like a banger, a club banger, club banger. And so, yeah, somebody tell me if it's over. Is it over? I'm dead ass serious. I really don't know. I haven't really been keeping up with it. Even when it started, people were like, oh, who you got? Whatever. But for the entertainment, for the talk of it, of course I got to talk about it. Drake and Kendrick, man, that shit is crazy. And I'm here for it. I'm here all for it. With them, Drake or Kendrick, okay? 2 questions. I want you guys, tell me who you think is better. Drake or is Kendrick better? I know, don't bring in album sales. Don't bring in albums, period. Don't bring in the stats about it. Your personal opinion, who do you like more? Like, who do you like better? Who you like listening to? What do you bump more? You know what I'm saying? Between them two, who do you like? Now, don't bring stats. Who do you like? And then the second thing is, I want you guys to tell me your top album for both of them. Yeah, like what you think is their best album to you. A lot of people say it's Take Care is Drake's. Me personally, I'll be honest. Me being straight up, I think Views from the 6 is Drake's best album. Like, song for song, top to bottom, art cover, all of that. Cause I don't know what that was an album that was a banger. So, like, I think Damn is a close second to where you can compete with first. But actually, you know what? I won't say Damn, because To Pimp a Butterfly was pretty good. I think To Pimp a Butterfly is up there with Damn, but Damn is a really good one. But I don't know, man. That's tough. But for sure for Drake, I got Views from the 6. For Kendrick, I don't know, because you want me to be honest with you? Everybody talks about Good Kid, Mad City. I'm not a big fan of Good Kid, Mad City. I don't think that's now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that was a bad album. That album is great. It beats out a lot of albums. But as far as when you say that's Kendrick's best album, I don't think so. I think it's either To Pimp a Butterfly or it's Damn. For me, Untitled album was freaking cool, and I thought that was a good album actually too. But yeah, man. Like, which one do you think they put the most work in? Which one do you think they was killing? And which one do you vibe with? And let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Tell me your top album from both Drake and Kendrick. Which one do you think is their best album? And there's no wrong answer, so don't worry about what they say in the comments. You good? But speaking of putting in their work and having the vibes with it, speaking of going based off of your coworkers and going based off your vibes, I want you guys to tell me, also in the comment section, tell me you guys' top 3 workplaces that you ever worked. Which one, like, for some people, they only had one job. Some people, they had multiple 100 jobs. And so I want you guys to tell me your top 3. For me, my top 3 workplaces I've ever had. At number 3, I'm gonna say King Soopers, or AKA Kroger, but King Soopers is for my Colorado people. Shout out Colorado. King Soopers is number 3. Is because of the friends I made, the coworkers, and the vibes was always chill. The people that I met, the things that I was doing, able to do, it was all lit. So I say King Soopers for sure. It's number 3 for me. Number 2 will be Smash Burger. Smash Burger is number 2 because the same thing. The friends that I made are longtime friends. The people that I met, I mean, to be honest, if it wasn't for me working at Smashburger, I wouldn't have been able to play football in Colorado. I actually met one of my teammates. I met his parents at Smash. I was serving them at Smashburger, and they was just looking at me like, "Hey man, do you play football?" And I was like, "I mean, I used to when I was in school, but I haven't played since I left college." It was like, "Yeah, man, our son plays for this flag football team, and yeah, you might like it. They just grown me and having fun, this and that." So I was like, "Hey, cool. There's something to do." And when I say, and I'm thinking in my head, this is just regular flag football. No, this is, if you live in Colorado, you know this, especially Colorado Springs. Well, it's really all of Colorado, but Colorado Springs for sure. Denver and Colorado Springs is crazy. But if you live in Colorado, you know this. Flag football, not even just flag, football period in Colorado, it's up there. You want to talk about Texas, you want to talk about Florida, you want to talk about California. Colorado is up there when it comes to football. I don't care what you say, argue with your mom. All right? Colorado is up there when it comes to football, man. Literally, we're taking flag football serious. I'm playing against ex-Broncos players, military people, guys who were just now getting out of I had a kid I played with who was freshly 18, just graduated high school, and is out there like it's his second job. Like they take it serious. They got the trophies. They got got jerseys. I should have worn my my flag football jersey. It was crazy. That experience was very crazy. But yeah, going back to the workplaces, but that's where that's Smashburger, that holds a special place in my heart, and that's why that's number 2. Because number 1, my top 1 favorite place to work at, just based off the coworkers and vibes. A lot of people gonna laugh at me. You're gonna say whatever you want to say. For me, Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel in little old Tennessee, Dyersburg, Tennessee, to say that. Little old Dyersburg, Tennessee. That was the best job I had because of my coworkers, because of the vibes that I had, because of the money I was making too. I ain't gonna lie, I was making some tips, man. Making some tips. This is a small white town, so guess what? There's just a lot of old white people. So I'm getting these tips. You heard me? I'm getting these tips. But at the same time, that's why I say Cracker Barrel is probably the best because, man, not only good food and I was able to get it at a discount, but the friendships that I have made because of Cracker Barrel. I mean, like I said, if it wasn't for Smashburger, me being able to play football in Colorado, if it wasn't for Cracker Barrel, I wouldn't have the opportunity to move to Colorado, to work at Smashburger, to play football, and to work at my third favorite job, King Supers. I wouldn't have that opportunity if it wasn't for Cracker Barrel. So, hey, shout out to Cracker Barrel. Shout out to y'all. All know who y'all are. I don't gotta start naming no name. Y'all all know who y'all are. Shout out to all y'all. Y'all are still a part of my life. I still keep up with y'all. I still fucks with y'all. Hey, all my Cracker Barrel crew. It was somebody that said Cracker Crew, and that was hilarious. But all my Cracker Barrel crew, I love y'all. I miss y'all. Man, we had some of the best of times, man. And when I say, like earlier, I said manifest and produce, man, I'm going to manifest to make this podcast so lit that I can get, that I'm just talking to celebrities and everybody, but at the same time, I want to get all my peeps that on the pod. I want to get all y'all on the pod. We can all talk about how we lived through those days. Like, thinking back at it, working at Cracker Barrel at the time I worked at Cracker Barrel like 2016, 2017, and that really was a lit time. I feel like, really, to be honest, the best time to be alive for vibes and music was from 2008 all the way to 2017. Like, that almost decade was music hungry. The music was going crazy during that decade. The vibes with people was so easy to be friendly because really that was before COVID. So really before COVID, like, it was so easy to just interact with people, talk with people, and everybody was cool. If they didn't like you, then you didn't care. Nobody cared. And not only that, they didn't let you know they didn't like you. They just walk past you and you're just like, all right, whatever. Guess what? Vibe with somebody else. So that deck from 2008 to 2017, you might as well say 2018. Like, just say the whole decade. Like, that whole little decade right there was It was phenomenal, and it's something that I wish I can get back, but you can never get back. You can't go back in time. You can't reverse the clock, but it's cool. I met a lot of friends throughout the decade. I met a lot of family or friends that I call family during that decade, and then a lot of, like I said, a lot of music has dropped during that decade. A lot of stuff was happening during that decade, and it was pretty fun. On to it. Sexy Red was on WWE. Did anybody see that? Is it AJ? Sexy Red was on WWE this past week. First of all, correct me if I'm wrong. Ain't she pregnant? I thought she was. And me either. But hey, that's the thing about Sexy Red. I try my best not to pay attention to her music, but then when you hear her song, it's like, ugh. Why am I over here? No, stop. I have to stop myself like a fucking bobblehead. Stop bobbing your head, my nigga. No. It's catchy as fuck, and it pisses me off. But you know that ass Superman, I ain't lying. Like, stop. Now, man. Look, I'm quoting it. I hate it. But she was on WWE. She made her debut, and she won her debut, which is crazy. She's never going to be a WWE superstar because, first of all, she's not even going to be a regular amateur wrestler, okay? I just seen a dude who just got signed by, I want to say it was the Seahawks. Was it Seahawks? I got to check that again. But a guy just got signed who he was a wrestler in college. He played, he wrestled in WWE for a little short time.
Stevenson?
Is that his name?
His last name is like Steven or Stevenson? Yeah, he's with the Bills, though.
Yeah, it's the Bills. Yeah, thank you. The Bills. And so, even then, like, yeah, like, that guy, a big guy, athletic guy, couldn't make it in WWE. Sexy Red won't even, there's just no way she can make anything in the WWE. Come on now. Stick to rapping, which I don't think you're good at, but guess what? Stick to it. Before I get into my basketball talk, because my basketball talk going to take some time with y'all today because we got a lot to talk about. We missed last week with sports because we had that graduation episode. Shout out to Dira and Gid. Congratulations on graduating, baby girl. I love you. Congratulations to all of your classmates. Congratulations to the whole class of 2024, everywhere out there. Congratulations to y'all. I'm proud of y'all. You guys did it. I know how it feels to do it. And guess what? If you didn't get a chance to walk the stage, if you didn't get a chance to do it this year, don't count yourself out. Manifest what you want to do with your life and go produce. Okay? I ain't gonna judge you anyway. I'm gonna love you forever. All right, but talking about football, man, NFL is less than 100 days away. Less than 100 days away. The NFL. For me, as a Tennessee Titans fan, I feel very good about this year. Now, I'm not about to be crazy and say we got a chance at not only winning our division. We have a chance of winning our division, but I'm not gonna say we're gonna win our division and we're gonna go to the playoffs. We want Kansas City. Like, no, I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying I think we have a chance. We have a chance to win our division. Not only a chance to win our division, we have a chance to make some noise in the playoffs if we make it. And I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make a nice playoff run. I don't see Super Bowl, but I do see if we get to the AFC Championship game, we have a chance. We just have a chance. Just a small chance. Okay. Look, I don't care what you say. You can say whatever you want about the Titans. You can say whatever. Okay, it's my team, and I'm being very optimistic about it. Not only that, I'm being realistic with it too. Look, if anything should have taught you anything this year, Dallas Maverick. If long as you can get a motherfucking toe within if your door is just barely cracked and I can still fit my toe, my chance in there, it's a good chance I can put my whole body. Just give me a second. And so, I'm giving us a chance. We got a chance this year. Go Titans. What you think Dallas gonna do this year? Shit. Cowboys?
Oh, no. That's one and done. first round gone. It's a wrap.
This coming year?
Yes.
I think Dak is going to have a great year again this year.
Such a disappointment.
Okay, so I wouldn't say Dak is a disappointment. What I would say is we rush. So the thing, like, think about it like this: John Elway was in the league for how long before he won a championship? Like, he won a championship. He won his last championship and retired.
That's a perfect way to go out.
Like, dude, he was older. Like, he didn't win really anything until he was older. And so I say it's unfair to Dak because Dak was literally top 2 quarterback in the league last year. Nobody batted an eye for him for MVP because he's a Cowboy and because we say, oh, he choked. The same thing. The way that I defend Dak Prescott is the way I defend Jason Tatum. Just because Jason Tatum has been in the league for a while, we know this. Jason Tatum has been a part of great teams, just like Dak. Jason Tatum has been the best player on those best teams, like Dak Prescott has been the best player on these best teams. And we dismiss because they don't win the big prize. Well, fucking shoot me then, because I didn't know that it's only the Cowboys and one other team in the league. I didn't know it was only the Boston Celtics and one other team in the league. It's 30 plus teams in each league. Like, everybody has a chance. So, like, if you want me to be honest, I hate the Cowboys, but at the same time, I hate the team. But as a player, Dak Prescott is a great football player. He's a great quarterback. And for people to just trash him and I get it. You haven't won really nothing for me to give you credit on. I get that. But at the same time, it's a team effort. CeeDee Lamb, I need more yardage out of you. Now, I know Dak got to give you the ball, but guess what? I need something out of you, CD. Tony Pollard last year, I'm glad we got you, but last year in the playoffs, so I needed more production. Defense, Michael Parsons, you're supposed to be the best defensive player in the world. Not supposed to be. You are the best defensive player in the world. I need you to show that. I think it's unfair. I think it's very unfair. Not to only Dak Prescott, but really just to Dak Prescott, because Cowboys don't care about. But just to Dak Prescott is very unfair. He deserves a better chance. He deserves a fighting chance. Something that's not gonna make him look wonky. But other than that, Titans have a chance this year. My man says Cowboys, one and done, probably. But don't blame. I like Dak, and I think if you go away from Dak after next year, if you lose, you go away from Dak. Actually, you know what? If you go to the conference championship and lose that, do you still get rid of Dak, or do you what do you do? Or what if you go to the Super Bowl and lose? Do you get rid of Dak?
At some point in time, we do.
At some point in time, but if you go to let's say the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl this year and they lose the Super Bowl,
it's going to be expected to go the following year.
Expected. So that's what I'm saying. But do you get rid of Dak after you lose, or do you say, you know what, you got us? Because if you think about it like this, Dak is on his last year of his contract. True. So if he gets you to the Super Bowl and you lose, and you're like, well, you know what, you did good, we want to keep you got to sign him for more than 1 year. Or you could sign him for a year probably, but still you're going to sign, but he's going to demand the money he's going to demand, especially going to a Super Bowl. So do you get rid of that? Even if you guys win, if the Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl next year, okay, let me take that back. Not win, sorry. If the Dallas Cowboys somehow gets to the Super Bowl next year and they lose the Super Bowl, do you still cut Dak Prescott, or do you give him that deal he's going to ask for? And it's a very tough question. It's a very tough question. But we'll see what happens next year. Titans, I'm happy for them. I'm ready to see them play next year. Cowboys is going to be Cowboys. Texans, Houston Texans, if you want me to be honest, and yes, I am going to be a little bit of a hater and biased because they're in my division. I think they're going to come into the season a little bit overhyped. Everybody's going to expect them to go like 13-4 or 15-2. Like, that's not going to happen. Because first of all, as a Titans fan and me experienced being number one in our division for the past, before last year, but being number one in like past 3-4 years, whatever it was, I seen how it works to where yeah, we won our division and we might have lost in the playoffs, but the next year we have to play every number one team in the division. So we got to play Kansas. We've been playing Kansas City every year for the past 4 years. So we got to play Kansas City. We got to play whoever comes out of the North and whoever comes out of the East, which is probably going to be at the time you paid, but it's going to be now it's going to be either Jets or it's going to be Miami or it's going to be Buffalo. Which three of those teams, who was Buffalo? So we got to play the Chiefs. We got to play Buffalo. We got to play the Ravens. That's 3 games already that the Houston Texans got to play this year because there was number one in our division. So going number one is cool, but the year after you suffer. And so we was number three or 4 in our division, and so that's why we got a slightly easier schedule. So I'm excited for the Titans again, but yeah, the Texans, I don't think they're going to be what everybody think they are, but I do think they're going to be a playoff team. But I can see us winning their division and they beating the wild card, or they can win their division and us beat the wild card, but it's going to be tight. I think we played the Texans last game of the season, which I love that game because especially when it's in Houston, I go to it and I have fun, and it's fun watching them battle because you battle to the end, especially in those when for any team, whoever you like, to have a division game at the end of the season and that dictates which one of y'all goes to the playoffs or what seeding it is, that's always exciting because they go hard. They go crazy. We got to play. I love it. So Texas is going to be my surprise slump team. Everybody thinks they're going to be so high. I think they're going to be a surprise slump. My surprise team this year, who if they was to go to the Super Bowl, I wouldn't be surprised. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I believe in Baker Mayfield. I believed in Baker Mayfield as a rookie for the Browns. How you have the most touchdowns as a rookie ever, turn and go the second season, go to the playoffs, and then you get hurt for 1 year, and now you're saying, oh, he's not the guy because he got hurt? I believe in Baker Mayfield. Ironically enough, I had one of my great friends who I went to college with played with Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech. So when I saw Texas Tech versus Oklahoma that year, and I think they combined for damn near, I think it was almost 1,100 yards passing together, Patrick Mahomes and Baker Mayfield. I looked at Baker and said, yo, Baker's going to be the truth. And I'd be lying if I literally say, oh, I knew Patrick Mahomes was going to be like, no, I didn't. I knew he was good in college because I watched him because of my homie, and so that's the only reason I was watching Texas Tech's games. And he just happened to be on the team, and I'm watching him play, and I'm like, yo, whoever this at the time, I'm like, Mahomes, whoever it is, he gonna be good, I think. But he cold in college, but I didn't think he was gonna be that good like he is in the league, which is crazy. Especially going to my wife's team, I hear it every fucking year. But Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I feel like that's my surprise team this year. Also, you know who I think can sneak into the playoffs last minute? Nobody's going to talk about it. It's the Minnesota Vikings. I think the Minnesota Vikings, I think J.J. McCarthy, he's not going to be what C.J. Stroud did this past year, be just a phenomenal rookie and throwing all this and doing all this, leading them into a second round of play. I don't think that would happen, but I can see him leading them into the playoffs, like a nice wild card spot, because the Lions are winning their division. Again, I don't care what you say right now. The Lions are too hot. The Lions are too ready. But actually, I don't know because Green Bay, they have the easier schedule since they was number 2. So, toss up. If you ask me, I say Lions, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Packers win that division. I know everybody big on the Bears. Look, man, hey, shout out to my homie Lane the man. I'm gonna be on live with you after this, all right? But dude, the Bears are good and they're going to be good, but I just don't see them becoming playoff team. Now, I hear it all the time, not only from my homie Lane, but I hear it from when I'm watching ESPN, when I'm watching NFL Network, when I'm watching stuff about NFL, when I'm on Twitter watching videos, Instagram, and they sit here and say, no rookie quarterback has been set up like this. You got 2 number 1 receivers, and you got the elite defense, this and that. Two elite receivers, okay? You got DJ Moore, who actually did good production with Justin Fields, but Justin Fields, he loved Justin Fields. You don't know what if we get into the games and Caleb Williams is not throwing to DJ Moore, and then he throws a fit and says, fuck this. It's possible, but DJ Moore is not that type of throw a fit guy. I don't put him in that category with other receivers I can name, but he's a good, humble, down-to-earth guy. I know that, but he's human, so he can get frustrated by not getting the ball sometimes, especially when you're one of the best receivers. And then you got Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen, 4 years ago, is, of course, a number one receiver. Keenan Allen right now is not a number one receiver. He's got a year older, which for Keenan Allen, really, that doesn't matter. Keenan Allen is still a stud. He can go get you. But Keenan Allen needs to be somewhere where he's the second, maybe even third best receiver, where he can actually put it. Because if you're going to sit here and depend on Keenan Allen for a whole season, it's going to be a nightmare. Because you see, proof. It's just there. What happened to the Chargers last year? I understand Justin Herbert was hurt for most of the year, and it sucks when your quarterback gets hurt, and you really can't do much about that. But just thinking about it like that, I just don't think Keenan Allen is the number one guy anymore going forward. But like I said, they're hyping him up, and the defense, you did trade for Sweat. That was a good pickup. You got Kevin Byard. That's a good pickup. Other than that, I know nobody on your defense. I'm just going to be honest. You can tell me, oh, we had these and these players and they was topping this. Nobody knows. You know why? Because Chicago hasn't been good in years. We don't care. We really don't care. But, good luck to you, Chicago. I hope y'all do some good things. I know a lot of Chicago fans. Shout out to you. Shout out to my Uncle B. Shout out to my cousin Carl. Shout out to my homie Lane. It's some more Bears fans that I know, but shout out to y'all three. Y'all the top three to come to my head when it comes to Chicago Bears. It talks the most shit. But yeah, man. Less than 100 days away for NFL. I can't wait. Tighten up, baby. Now let's get to this basketball shit, because I've been missing it with y'all. I ain't been missing basketball at all, but miss talking about it with y'all. First of all, I'm gonna get into this. I don't know if you heard it though, but the Cavs, well, now former Cavs coach JB Bickerstaff, the fact that they fired that man, that really made me piss me off. How long was he there? 2 or 3 seasons? About 2 or 3 seasons, he brought you to the playoffs twice. This was his first or second season with Donovan Mitchell.
I want to say it's his second.
And so,
Yeah.
even then, bro, okay, so if this is his second season, then so he's been there 3 or 4 years still. There's just no way you can sit here and tell me that you can build a championship team with rookies and young players in a year. It's not happening. So, dudes, do not blame the coach for that shit. That was crazy because to be honest, he made the Cavaliers relevant. 5 seasons? So these past 2 seasons, there was with Donovan Mitchell. That's just that. I get it, but you got to build chemistry with that. Then the first season he got there, they was trash. Okay, so you have to coach through that. Third season, Darius Garland starting to become an all-star. And he was helped taking over games, and he's doing it. Then we got Evan Mobley coming to the league. He's a stud. Then Jared Allen, stud. They got some key guy and great guys, and I get it. You want to win now, but sometimes the chips don't fall like that. It's gonna take some years. It's gonna take some time. Dude, Karl Anthony Towns been in the league for how long, and yet y'all didn't. I don't see y'all trashing him. For what I'm saying, oh, you've been in the league this long, you ain't ever done nothing, we expect more, we want to trade. Nothing. I haven't heard nothing like that. It just takes time. And I get it, there's 2 different things, coaches, player, but still it takes time. And I think JB Bickerstaff was probably the best thing for the Cavaliers, and they fucked that up again. The Cavaliers is really a fuck up organization. If you don't have LeBron James in your organization, you're a fuck up. And that's sad because JB Bickerstaff deserves a job somewhere else. And I know he's going to get a job somewhere else. But to literally let him out, like basically hang him on a coat hanger and basically just let him out like that, that's bullshit. And I think that was a mistake by letting him go, because he really, to be honest, with this being Donovan Mitchell's second season, and he got hurt in the Celtics series. But if you bring them guys back, you bring the team back, and you bring that coach back, they are used to this at that point. They got the experience. The coach got the experience. The players got the experience. They got the chemistry. They got another year of chemistry. People who don't place or people who are not in the organization or they're not there, you don't know how much time I spend with this person. Okay, when I play football, I spend more time with my teammates than I did my own family. Literally, truth. I spend more time, especially during the off season. I spend more time with my teammates than I did my own family. I seen my teammates or my friends or like my teammates. Even if I didn't like my team, I seen him more. I had to hang out with him more. I had to be beside him more than I was with my own mom throughout my whole high school career. So you guys don't know what it takes as far as chemistry and building chemistry, but that's what helps build chemistry, going through losses and going through all seasons together, learning from your mistake. And I think this year they wasn't going to win the finals now, but they could have made an Eastern Conference championship, Eastern Conference Finals run. They definitely could have did that next year, but you really kind of fuck it all up. Now, guess what? Back to the drawing board, because you're not going to be good next year. With new coach comes new scheme. With new coach comes new coaching staff. With new coach come new demeanor for shit. And maybe a lot of stuff JB Bickerstaff let the players get away with or let them feel freely playing their game. This new coach might say, forget that. That's why y'all was losing. And do something different, and now players don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Cavs, you fucked up by firing JB Bickerstaff. Also, with that being said, Minnesota, don't even motherfucking touch the Wolves. The coach, Cat, Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards, Nas, everybody. Even though I hate Mr. Slow-Mo, do not touch that team. Okay, these guys just had a bad series versus Dallas. Okay, they had a good series versus a great series versus Phoenix, a good series versus Denver, and then they just fell because of that. But look at where they got. Remember, first round versus Memphis, they lost that in 6 games. Come back, they lost to the Nuggets in like 4 games, but they was hurt. I think somebody was hurt in that series. They lost to the Nuggets in like 4 or 5 games in the first round, and then the next year they came back. They got past the first round easily. They got past the Denver Nuggets, who just beat them the year before. They got past them in 7 games. Okay, so yes, you lose in the conference finals when everybody swore Anthony Edwards first to the league. They're the best team to beat, but they lost in 5 games. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that. Guess what? It's experience. What you think is going to happen next year? If you want me to be honest, keep everybody there. That's going to be a scary team. Scary team next year. Keep them together. Please don't fold, because the fans are going to be pissed off that y'all only won 1 game. And you can. And I get it. It's sad that you motherfuckers won 1 game. And that game was not in Minnesota. So you lost all your games in Minnesota. And that can be frustrating. But, dude, keep that, please. Minnesota, please do not touch the Timberwolves. Don't touch that team. Don't touch the coaching staff. Don't touch nothing. Just let them ride again. Roll the dice again. But with the Wolves losing, we got a Dallas Mavericks and Boston Celtics finals. Okay, this is actually very exciting. Okay, y'all know who I'm rocking with. Y'all know who I'm rooting for in the finals. Of course, ain't no secret, but it's gonna be very interesting. I think, if you want me to be honest, straight up, I think Celtics in 5. I think we got too much firepower. I think we're too much of the better team. I think we finally found our formula that clicks. Because really, our past teams, really even our last year team, who was just as good, if not better than this year's team, our only problem, we couldn't finish games last year. Like, like the games that where you saw versus the Pacers, or the games you saw versus the Cavs, where it's close, but we come out on top. We couldn't do that last year. That's why we lost to Miami. That's why we almost lost to Philly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we did not know how to execute games last year, or the years prior before this year. We did not know how to execute games in games, but now we do, and it's it's great, and it's good to see. I think I think we don't look like, and we're not that Nuggets team from last year. But what I mean by that, we look like the Nuggets team from last year as far as pure dominant. Like, nobody's going to be able to beat us, and like we're just going to be dominating. And so I got Celtics in 5. I got Jason Tatum winning Finals MVP. Tell me what you guys think about that. Dude, first of all, I'm going to tell you something right now. Kyrie Irving made the finals without LeBron. After all you people said he would not be nothing without LeBron. Everybody talk shit about Kyrie. He needs to retire, that he needs to do this. He's never going to go to a conference finals. He's never going to go to a finals. You guys shitted on Kyrie so hard. But now it's so funny that I see everybody want to shake his hand, talk thick about this. Ooh, Kyrie has been that dude. Yes, guess what? I was mad about him not coming back to the Celtics too. But I was mad about him not coming back to the Celtics. I never once said he was a bad player. Oh, his ego is too much. And no, I literally thought he was a great, talented player. It's just a lot of people who's over here kissing his ass right now was the same ones that wrote him off years ago. And he made the finals without LeBron. Okay, now I'm not trying to knock LeBron on that. Like, there's no knock to LeBron. There's no knock on it. It's just saying, like, people literally said Kyrie cannot win or cannot get there without LeBron. He needs LeBron. No, he doesn't. Now this shows. And he got a running mate though in Luka. You know what? I was sick and tired after the Nuggets after the Timberwolves swept the Suns. I was kind of tired over then, but I really got tired after they beat the Nuggets. When they literally said Anthony Edwards is the face of the league. Him beating the Nuggets, he's the face of the league. He's the face of the league. So we just skip over Jason Tatum. We just skip over Luka Doncic. We just skip over the right now face of the leagues, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Come on. You skipping over a lot of people saying Anthony Edwards ain't really proved nothing for him to be face of the league. But you said that. Now, that's really pissing me off. Now Luka's the face of the league. So you didn't say Luka at first. You said Anthony Edwards. You skipped over Luka. But now that he beat Anthony Edwards, he's the face of the league. Y'all are too wishy-washy for me. Too wishy-washy. Organizations are wishy-washy. Fans are definitely wishy-washy. I can't. Sometimes, you know what really grinds my gears? People being motherfucking wishy-washy. But, dude, stop overhyping players after one game. Stop overhyping players after one playoff run. Because it's going to come back to haunt. And it sucks, man, because you put so much pressure. Now, I think a lot of pressure was put on Anthony Edwards to win and to perform. Not that it got to him, because he's confident and he can do whatever he really wants. And it's a team effort. But it was too much. It's not pressure. It's just y'all put too much on him, and y'all wanted him to win so bad. When he lost, you basically swept him back under the rug, under the mat, and that's so unfair to him, man. Anthony Edwards has been a dog literally since high school. A dog. Came into Georgia Bulldogs. Dog. Came into the league. Still dog. Like, the dude has been a dog ever since he touched a basketball, bro. And to write him first of all, to overhype him, I was mad when y'all was overhyping him. I was really mad. Like, I was like, oh, Anthony Edwards the face of the league. He's the face of the league. They about to sweep everybody, and they gonna win the final. Yeah, what happened? What happened? Please, for the love of God, though, stop overhyping players after one game or one playoff run. Because you know what's so funny? And I actually talked to Lane about this years ago when Kansas City, well, not even just Kansas City, when Patrick Mahomes won his first title versus the 49ers that year, and they won, and you know, I said earlier, my wife is a Chiefs fan, and then we was all happy, clapping, high-fiving. I literally me and Lane sat down together after a while, and I told him, I literally looked at him and I said, hey, bro, Patrick Mahomes got his first ring, and I'm happy for him. But I'm gonna tell you something else. If this dude wins another ring or goes to the Super Bowl again, but especially let him win another ring, people gonna start hating him. Now look, Patrick Mahomes got 3 rings in, and people can't stand him. The same people that was up here, oh Patrick Mahomes, they can't stand him, and that's to show you how wishy-washy it all is. Because people would have killed to watch Patrick Mahomes or talk about Patrick Mahomes. Now they don't even want to talk. Oh, well, they're always winning. It's time for somebody else to win. Isn't the point of playing is to win as much as you can and dominate? So you're mad because I'm actually a winner? So please, and guess what? It took Patrick Mahomes actually winning that second title for me to be like, you know what? Now he's actually legit. His second title. So think about that. He went to the first Super Bowl, won. Went to the Super Bowl after that, lost. Didn't make it to the Super Bowl at all that third year. Then when he made that Super Bowl versus the Eagles and he won that one, that's when and especially the fashion that he won it. I literally sat there and said, you know what? He has my respect now. Like Patrick Mahomes is it. He's the face of the league now. It took it a while for it to happen, but now he's the face of the league. And now you try to bend rules to make them lose, and they keep winning. Now you're mad. You're very mad, and that shit is funny to me. But yeah, shout out to Patrick Mahomes. Shout out to Anthony Edwards. Shout out to Luka. Shout out to Tatum. Shout out to all the ones who they try to say y'all was the face of the league and take it right back because they're mad about something or you lost in the game. Don't shout out to y'all, man, because y'all work y'all ass off, all of y'all. Exciting news. If you don't know, Johnell Davis, he was a guard that played for FAU, who I picked to be in the Final Four, this past Final Four, and that didn't happen. But Johnell Davis has transferred to Arkansas and will play for John Calipari. I am excited because I love John Calipari. John Calipari was the reason why I love Kentucky. I've been a Kentucky fan this whole time because of John Calipari. Now that he's going to Arkansas, I mean, I'm still going to watch Kentucky because it's been years that I've watched Kentucky, but I'm watching them from afar. I'm on the Arkansas bandwagon. I'm on the John Calipari bandwagon. And you got Johnell Davis. Dude, Arkansas is coming. I can't wait to watch him play. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. Shout out to you, Johnell Davis. I hope you have a phenomenal last season. Possibly going to be your last season at Arkansas, or your last basketball season in Arkansas, and hope you go to the league. I think you're league ready, but it's going to be, it's going to be developments, and you rather go to your development college, which is cool. That's perfect. If you ask me, I'd rather develop in college than go to the NBA thinking I'm something, and I'm in the D League or G League for about 5 years before I can even get a 11-man roster spot. So you're doing the right thing, and I'm proud of you. Congratulations, young man. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'm gonna be watching. Okay, Johnell Davis, I'm watching you next year. Okay, I need you to go ahead and win Calipari this chip. Let's do it. All right. UFC 302 is tomorrow. If you're gonna be like me watching, I'm gonna be at home watching. I have the pay-per-view, so I can drink and have fun in my house watching. If you guys are going to a bar, be careful. If you guys are going anywhere to watch the fight, period, be careful. Drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. Call an Uber or somebody. Call a friend. Look, if you got to, call your mama, call your girlfriend, call your brother, your sister, your cousin. Call somebody at 3 o'clock in the morning because you're blacked out drunk and you need to get home. It's okay. They might hate you at that time, but they love that you did that versus trying to go into a car crazy and something happens to you on the news. They'd rather you be safe. But UFC 302 is tomorrow. Main event, we got Dustin Poirier and Islam Makhachev. I can never say his name, so don't quote me on that. That everybody has Islam as the favorite. I got Dustin. I think Dustin pulls this fight out tomorrow. Sean, he's number one for middleweight. I think he's going to pull out this fight, and that's going to. That's going to be a good fight. Kevin Holland, I think he's going to win his fight. I don't care what you say. Kevin Holland is somebody that I secretly I really just got into UFC and boxing like a couple years ago. So Kevin Holland, actually, funny story, Kevin Holland was the first match that I watched. Like, I actually went to go watch the UFC event, and he was like, when I walked in, the matches was already going. I didn't know how they work. I didn't know they was like, oh, it's going to start at 9. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, I got I can wait an hour. And like, I was like, yo, they do like fights before. Yeah, I got there like an hour after 9, like 10 to 10:30, and I'm like, yo, we still on like fight 3 out of 5, damn, or fight 2 out of 5. What's going on? Then Kevin Holland was the first fight that I actually seen, and he was phenomenal. So shout out to you, Kevin Holland. I'm going to pull for you, son. I need you to win this. Go win this for me, okay? Yeah, like I said, be safe. If you're gonna go watch UFC tomorrow somewhere, please be safe. Have fun, first of all, but be safe. Quote of the day. Since we've been talking about manifesting, producing. All right, so quote of the day: see your vision, aim for that vision, achieve that vision. Okay? See your vision, aim for that vision, and achieve your vision. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in every week. We on episode 6. I'm really excited. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got more stuff to come. Next week is episode 7. Episode 7 next week. Believe it or not, next Sunday. Next Sunday is going to be International Kids Day. So happy International Kids Day to y'all. We'll say it again. I will, to my right and to my left, next week on the show, have my kids, the phenomenal XJ and the phenomenal Olivia, on the podcast with me, and we're just going to talk about Kids Day. We're going to talk about everything kidly. Okay, we're going to talk about the new movies coming out, if that's a good movie that's coming out for the kids. Moana 2, they're making that. I'm getting excited. Like, it's for me. Moana 2 is coming out. Inside Out 2 is we're going to talk about all of that. We're going to have fun next week. International Kids Day, I'm ready for it. So episode 7 next week. But thank you guys again. Keep that quote of the day. See your vision, aim for your vision, achieve that vision. All right. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Zay for Life. Back again with another episode. I'll see you guys next week. Till then, Boston, baby. Seize up.